I am not happy with our view. I've been sat here, I've been staring out this window for what feels like the last 15 minutes, trying to work out what it is that I don't like about our view. And I think I know what it is. Okay, we've got this beautiful focal point right at the end of the road, right? This gorgeous mountain. But nothing leads us there. I want something to lead our view up there. And so I've decided what we're going to do today, rather than, mining and getting ourselves better gear, because I've done some of that off camera. I've got myself some more iron, so we managed to make a cauldron. But my main focus for now is I just want a nice view out here. And it's okay to take some time building, because building is what I really like to do. I know this house looks a bit weird, but building really is my passion in this game, and I'm good at it in Bedrock, but I don't think I've hit my stride yet in Java, so I think this is going to be my challenge today. I'm going to get a nice view out this window. Um, but if this is your first time joining us, hello, welcome. I'm JJ. How are you? I am great. Again, you definitely asked. If you didn't get that joke, that's because you didn't watch the last episode, and you should, because this episode probably doesn't make much sense. But also, if you don't want to, don't. It's fine. I'm just happy to have you here. Right. Today, we focus on getting ourselves a nice looking base. So let's go and do some resource gathering. Okay, we've done some resource gathering, and I think we've got ourselves a pretty decent set of starting materials to get ourselves a good farm set up. So we've got ourselves some wood, because I think I want to build a big tree. I'm not sure where, but obviously this won't be nearly enough, but it's a start. It's something to just so I can map out the shape. We've got leaves for the tree. I might get some birch as well. We haven't got too much to start with, but I think what I'm going to try and do is just get ourselves a little farm set up and then slowly spread it. But I think my main goal first is I want to get ourselves set up with a nice, just a map for where the path is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run along now with some cobblestone, and then we're going to come up to the window up here, and we're going to see what we think of the general mapping path. And then if I don't like it, I can go change it. Okay, looking at it here, I like the fact we have this curve here and around here, but I think we need this curve to be a little bit tighter, so we sort of go straight across more here, and then as we go further out, I think again we need it tighter. It's too wide currently. I want sort of a tighter path going along here. So this bit I'm perfectly happy with. I like how it snakes down here and around this rock. We're going to work on this rock soon. But it's around here where it gets a bit too far out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these blocks. We're going to just forget this ever happened, right? Obviously that does sort of snake in the other direction, which we might not want, because it might make it a bit too straight at the other end. So we'll have a look and see. Looking at it now, again, it snakes a little bit too far in this way now. So I think we still need a bit of a curve. So I think we're going to move these sort of blocks here, just out around here, just a little bit more. And then, yeah, I think we can just start working on getting rid of this rock, because I want to put a rock here. So we'll leave the sort of the shape here, but I wanna get rid of that dirt because I want it to look a bit nicer than that. And then we're gonna go around and cover around all these holes and sort of terraform it up a bit, because we don't want it looking so blocky. But first, we're gonna fix the shape map of this path. Put that on there. And there we are. I think we got a bit of a better weave now, which is then going to come through. So I think what we're going to do over here is we're going to just cover all this up. This bit is we're going to flatten all this land out, which is going to take a bit of time, but we'll get there. If for now we end up finishing the path here, then that's fine, because again, I want a waterfall coming down here, and we may end up in the future actually putting a lake here. So I think for now we're just going to work getting this front area all flat, and I think I'm a lot more happy with that. I think I like the fact it goes round and then it's a bit straight, and I think maybe I might take it out a little bit more, but right now I think I'm happy with that, because I think it gives us a good spot for us to put fields around it. The thing is, I really like the way this rock sits, and I like the idea that we have our whole like farm meandering around it, but I also think this is, it's not looking good being just like a grass blob. So we're going to take it down, and then I think later on we'll come back and put a new rock up here, but for now I think we need this dirt anyway to start terraforming. Another thing which I think is really important as we go around here and terraform is we have to light up these little blobs, because right here, right, we don't want ourselves a little cave in the middle of our field, but we also don't want ourselves a massive mob trap, because there's one thing that I know is very different in comparison from Bedrock, is that simulation distance is actually a thing, right? My world in Bedrock tends to run on like a simulation distance of 8, I think, which is honestly like I think the max that it goes to. Whereas this, I can go anywhere up to like, I think it's near 60. So I think what's really important is that we keep our areas nice and lit up, because I don't want to, when we come to eventually building a mob farm around here, the worst thing that could possibly happen is we get terrible rates because of how poorly lit up the caves are. So I'm just going to go around here now and just make sure that all these sort of surface cave areas are all lit up so that we don't have any issues with mobs later down the line. Oh, we run out of dirt. No, I'm 3 blocks away from finishing that, and I've run out of dirt. Right, okay. Let's see if there's any other weird mounds we can get rid of. Right, I want to put this a little bit straighter, so we'll steal some of that dirt. Thank you very much, Mr. Dirt. Just come and put that over here. Right, now we need to scour the land for more gross blemishes and holes, like this one here, that is a random cave-in. So, again, we're going to keep lighting these things up, keep filling these things in, and then, yeah, hopefully we can start putting in the road. Hello. I have spent probably the last few hours coming around here and just terraforming, making sure all these holes. So there was a cave here which I've covered up. This rock I've completely just removed because we'll work on that later. But I don't want, you know, a big grass mound in the middle of our farm. Yeah, I've just spent lots of time covering up all these different holes, all these different caves, trying to make it so it's nice and flat and we've got a nice good area to set ourselves up a nice farm. Come up here and have a nice look. We can get a good look at how what I've done is hopefully going to shape the farm. So obviously we've still got our path to put in, which we will do just in a minute. But I've cleared this area here, so I think we're gonna have a big wheat field going along this side here, and another one going along this side here, and then I think we're gonna put a tree just up there. But let's get another look from our window, because I think the best place to tell how it's going to look is through this lovely window we've got on our house. And yeah, that will be perfect, because that tree will just frame that bit right there perfectly. But before we do that, I think I've had enough working on this farm for today. I think I want to go visit the village and see, because we got some emeralds the other day. We got some emeralds, so I think we should go and see if there's anyone who wants to trade. Oh, villagers, hello. Anybody want to buys these emeralds off me? Maybe we could do a little trade. Anybody? Hello? Anybody here? Nope. Well, no one's. Ooh, bread. I will take that. Thank you very much, person that is not home. What about over here? Hello? Is anybody? Oh, you're not a villager. Ooh, I don't want to do that. Nope. Right, who's in here? Ooh, I'll take those. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody up here? Nope, nobody is in here. Okay, let's keep going. Hello, Mr. Farmer Man. How are you today? What can I... Oh, I'll take these carrots you've planted. That's very kind of you. What have you got to trade to me? Nothing. I'm not spending my emeralds on bread. What about you? Ooh, an iron axe. Nah, I'm okay. Thank you though. What about him? Nope, no one in there. He's still alive in this village. Is anybody alive in this? Ooh, cauldron. Oh, hello. There's a whole army over here. Hey, dudes. What have we got? What about you? No, I don't want to buy dyed leather armor. You can lose your workstation. Screw you. You don't deserve these. Nope, no more leather workers. Nobody likes a leather worker. Stop being leather workers. Oh, he's found a new spot. Right. Okay, well that was a complete waste of time. These guys have nothing good to trade whatsoever. But they do have some good stuff to steal, I must admit. I mean, we've already taken their crops. That's, to be honest, that's where the farm is coming from, okay? I've stolen a lot of their crops, but that's fine. Ooh, fireflies. We want these. These are gonna make our farm look nice and cute. Right. Okay. No more distractions. It's time to work on the path. Let's go and do it. Okay, I think I'm happy with what we've done. Right, I've been working on a path as you've seen, and I think I'm happy with the way it's shaping out. Let's have a look out this window. Right, okay, so you see it goes down through the valley and just sort of pushes its way through towards the mountain. And I think already we're starting to draw the focus up towards the mountain and really make that look come better together. You know, I think already it's shaping out the front of this area to look a lot nicer, and I think also just running through it, it feels good too. It's not too windy to the point where you're going to get lost, and I think also at some point we'll make paths that go off towards the village over there and maybe off over there. But I'm really happy with the way this sort of snakes through the valley and up towards the mountain. So I think what I want to do now though is I'm happy with the general shape, but I think we need more detail. So I'm going to run through. First I'm going to mock up some rock shapes and show you guys, and then we're going to run through and add these little rocks. We're going to add ourselves some nice bits of grass and foliage, and just sort of try and bring this place to life a little bit, because the area around the path currently is feeling a little bit sad and a little bit dead. So I think that's what we're going to do now. We're going to work on adding a bit more in detail additions, and then we can work on getting the big field set up. So I'm going to go try and work out how on earth I can build some nice looking little rocks. So in terms of rock formations, I've got three main ideas of what I want to do. So our first one is just going to be like these sort of like flat cobbled areas that sort of, they're supposed to be like stones that have probably collapsed in time, and you know when you go on a big path along, especially through areas like farms and stuff here in the UK, there's lots of like these sort of crumbled stones and things. So I think that's what we're going to go for with that. With this, we're going to just go for something simple. We're going to have a few stones there and about that just, odd sizes of different stone slabs, buttons, and press plates. Because I want it, they look good as like crumbled, collapsed stones. And then I think for the last sort of stone, I was thinking we just literally do something as if we've just got ourselves like a pile of crumbled debris. So we go like that, then we'll maybe have a bit of that and a bit of that, and some more of that. No, actually we'll do it like this, right? Obviously we'll vary these a bit, but I think this is the main idea. Like we have something like that, and then maybe we'll have a little button there just to show that like maybe this is like a further progressed version of that one where it's sort of completely eroded. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to walk along the path, and I'm going to fit in some of these little rocks We'll probably do more later down the line when I've got some more stone, because obviously currently we haven't got much smooth stone. But yeah, we'll get those in, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, I was just about to show you guys the progress that I made, but there's a loud noise outside my window, and these fellas have come to join. I'm mildly. What has been going on in here, Mr. Chicken? We need to kill these guys, because I can't show you guys the work I've done until these. Oh no, he's looking at me. He's looking at me. Ow. Right. Okay. Right. These guys are strong. And I have never once fought them in this version, so... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a whole army. There's a whole army. That's a whole lot of them. Nope, I can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. Right, okay, let's run off into the forest that I definitely naturally generated, and definitely just isn't me throwing down saplings to gather up for the building. Right, okay, right, okay. We need to go inside. We need to craft ourselves a shield. Ignore that. Ignore the path. Ignore the path. Nope, nope. We're not looking at that. We're not looking at that. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. Don't look at the lovely path that I put together. No, we are going back up here, and we're gonna get ourselves a nice shield made. Okay. Right. Shield has been. Oh my god, he's in the home. He's in the home. Get out. Oh damn. Oh damn. Okay, that's one. That's the big guy gone. That's the main worry gone. Right, you can die, Mr. Pig, as well. Right, okay. I'm gonna put that in my offhand. We're gonna get some food. Where's the food? 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 Right, take that. Right, let's go and kill these guys. Right, they're literally outside the door. Please come in. Okay, there's one down. Oh no, he shit me. He shit me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Horse. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Bojack, I'm so sorry. Please don't be angry at me. Okay. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Oh, I've got an arrow in my head and in my foot. That's not very fair. Okay, right. Let me recompose myself, and then I will show you the work that has been done. Okay, 1 second, guys. Now that crisis is averted, I can show you the work that I was going to show you before we got so rudely interrupted. Okay, so... First, I think we should just get a look at the view, because this has obviously been our reference point the whole time through. I am loving how these rocks are coming along. I think this one down here might need a bit of work. I ran out of andesite, and I want to fill in that bit of grass with andesite instead. But I'm really happy with how the rocks frame it all and lead the eye down the road. I'll take us down it so we can get a good proper look, right, of how this actually looks when you're walking through. I've made an effort to add lots of grass and lots of foliage around these rocks, because I think it makes it look a lot more like, really enhances the atmosphere, and it makes it just look a lot more lived in and real. So I'm really happy with how these rocks have turned out, to be honest, and I love the fact we've got this long weaving path that takes us down to what will hopefully in the future be a big lake, and we'll have ourselves a nice lake in here with some nice boats and a little dock probably, and then we'll hopefully in the future have a nice path that leads out that way as well. But I'm really happy with how this has turned out, to be honest. I'm really glad that I spent some time working on this, because we've now got a much better looking view from the front. And also, this brings me on to probably what you're wondering when you clicked on this video. What is the secret that the Java has that is so much better than Bedrock? And I will tell you it now. The big secret of Minecraft Java Edition is how much better you can see entities over long distances. As you can see, looking at this window right now, I can see every bit of grass that I've placed down along this path. I can see it all. And when we get the field set up with the wheat, I'm going to be able to see all the wheat that we've got down. And that is so important, because it means that we can actually have a better view that looks good over long distances. If I made this in Bedrock, it would not look nearly as good, because all this grass would despawn, and all the wheat would just disappear and you wouldn't be able to see it. So I think this is a huge benefit to Java that I'm discovering as we play, that it's amazing how much little details this game has that makes it just that little bit better. So I'm really happy with that. But I think the only way to show this off properly is by setting ourselves up with a proper wheat field. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure I can slowly, over the next few hours, plant lots of wheat, and then we're going to get ourselves a nice long row of fields going along by our beautiful pathway. Now that is a view that I am most definitely happy with. You know, I think today we have worked extremely hard on perfecting this view, and I will admit, I don't think it's quite perfect yet. I think we look on the sides, and obviously, I've worked hard getting these fields tilled and wet, but obviously, we still are yet to have any actual wheat in these fields. So obviously, we're not quite done yet, but that's fine. I think this is a really good thing we can do as a milestone each episode, is just fill in a bit more of the wheat field, and then eventually we'll have it full. And then, of course, over here, I still want the wheat wrapping around this circle area here, where I'm going to put up a tree. But I am honestly so happy with the progress that we've made today. I mean, even coming out of this door here, oh, if I can fit, is just so much nicer now, having this view going down here. And I'm just so happy that we're going to be able to soon to have a field full of wheat as we come walking down through this valley and along. Of course, I've left sort of exits around this area where there's no rocks, in case I want to path down that way. And I've done a similar thing up here towards the end in around this tree, because I would love to be able to have our tree up there and then have a path that sort of wraps around it here and goes off to the village. But I'm honestly so happy with the work that we've managed to do today. I think, you know, everything is... Oh, let's remove the hats. Everything has definitely gone to plan. I'm really happy with the fact that I've been able to get these fields set up. I'm happy that we've got a much better view from the house. And I really feel like we're starting to tie the base together in a much nicer way than we were at the start. Now, in terms of the view, when we're looking back this way, I think a big thing I want to do, maybe next episode, maybe in a few episodes, is get ourselves another tower in the house about here to sort of round out that view, because I think that will be a lot nicer. And then I feel like in the future we might have our nether portal sort of here as like a large circular one right there. And then we're going to have trees lining these mountains. But I am honestly so happy with the progress that we've made today, guys. And I'm so glad that... whoever's watching this has stuck through this episode to watch how it's going. The last episode didn't do quite as well as the first episode, but that's okay. That's fine. You know, I don't mind that. I'm just happy that I can do this and I can show the world my weird build ideas. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next episode. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed and if there's any cool ideas you have for the build, because I would really appreciate your feedback. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.